Hey guys, good afternoon. My name is Gary. I'm a real estate broker, investor, and investment advisor here in Dubai. And this video is for everybody who are looking for investments in Waterfront community directly from the developer. I want each of you really leave everything and be with me for the next 10 minutes because this video might change your investment vision for Dubai starting from 2025 in Waterfront communities. What if I tell you that there is a location which can provide you the price level of 2023 nowadays in 2025? And no, we're not talking about Palm Jumeirah or Palm Jebel Ali. We talk about something different. Two neighbor locations, which is Mina Rashid, Port Mina Rashid, and Dubai Maritime City. I would like to discuss and go in details for each of this location to understand, does it really worth for you to spend your money and time in such kind of locations? When it comes to Mina Rashid, this is the historical port, the birthplace of the mode in Dubai. When we go to Dubai Maritime City, this is the absolutely artificial peninsula. And yes, in Dubai, everybody called peninsulas like islands, but this is exactly peninsula done by the human beings. The location of these two areas are absolutely prime because you need only from 10 to 15 minutes for the main destinations in Dubai like DIFC, Downtown, and Business Bay. These two destinations are really one of the last chance for everybody to get the Waterfront Offplan project directly from the developer. So let's talk about the developers and the vision. In Mina Rashid, who is the main developer? Who is the master developer? This is Emaar. Emaar, developer number one, who constructed Burj Khalifa and Dubai Mall. What does that mean? If such kind of development giant has decided to invest in that location, it means that the location will have very bright and profitable future. So if we take each of the master community from Emaar, starting from Dubai Hills, finishing with Greek Harbor, you will see that 99.9% of investors who invested their money in the very early stage, they made money. They're in the money. Whether it's rent out strategy or this is the flipping reselling strategy with the capital appreciation. Why I'm trying to explain this to you in a very detailed way? Because presently everybody here, including me and you, have the chance to get the piece of that cake from the very early stage from developer to have the price of developer. Let me remind you that month by month the price is going up even inside the developer company. So you have the chance to get with the lowest price of the property and then do with this property whatever you want. Whenever it comes to Dubai Maritime City, the situation here is a little bit different. Emaar doesn't have anything there. We talk about the developer Omniat, or being more specific, Omniat opened the sub-company with the name Beyond. What is the reason and the main idea and goal of this developer? The main reason of Beyond is to try to provide the same quality and luxury segment to the people, to investors or end users regardless, but with a lower price. So you can really go for one bedroom apartment in Dubai Maritime City with Beyond developer for approximately 3 million dirham. Just for you to understand, when it comes to Omniat, it's impossible for you even to dream for 3 million with one bedroom apartment. So these two main ideas should be in your mind while you're watching this video. Whenever we talk about the waterfront community, there is the topic that we should discuss to understand how luxury and comfortable the life will be for us, dear investors. We talk about beaches. So Mina Rashid and Dubai Maritime City, they do not have beach access because there's no beach. Why? Very simple. Mina Rashid was the previous port and the structure of the island itself does not give any chance to provide the residents for the beach access. That is why if you compare Dubai Islands with these two locations, Dubai Islands seems to give you more advantages and benefits when it comes to the luxury life for living. But when it comes to the numbers, and me as an investor who has own apartment in Dubai Island, I can tell you that Maritime City and Mina Rashid have some advantages that Dubai Island doesn't have, and let's talk about them. First of all, the size of plot of these both Maritime City and Mina Rashid are lower and smaller than Dubai Islands, which gives you the feeling of privacy. And yes, we can somehow compare Maritime City with Blue Waters because just the few developers, if it's Blue Waters, there is only one developer. If it's Maritime City, the number of developers is much less than in Dubai Islands, which is giving you the feeling of more luxury, more privacy, and there are really people in the market who will buy from you, who will rent out from you the property with the question, is the location overcrowded? Because I want to live somewhere with the maximum calm level. When we take this filter and compare the same Dubai Island with this Maritime City or Mina Rashid, last two options will obviously win. When we talk about pricing and handover, just for everybody here to understand that, you can start owning the apartment here if it's Maritime City with approximately, well, if it's Chelsea residences of the market, was the starting price from 2.1 and above. The new buildings are coming with the price of 2.7 plus, but again, attention for all of the investors. If you go for the very first building of the project with the mark, as an example, it's not an advertisement. I'm not very keen about that developer. This is something that I'm just trying to give you as a comparison. The starting price was 2.1 million dirham and above for the first building. For the third building right now, cluster C, this is 2.7. The difference is 600k dirham. When we talk about beyond, the minimum price is roughly 3 million dirham, but a couple of months ago the price was starting from 2.7, 2.8, and this is the additional fact that yes, developer itself increases the price per square feet. Why? Because everybody wants to be in the money, everybody want to benefit from the square feet here in Dubai. That's why don't miss out the chance to be the owner of one of the last waterfront communities locations. When it comes to my personal case, because you know that I am the owner of also one of the waterfront unit here in Dubai, of course I was considering Mina Rashid and Maritime City by myself, but finally I stopped my choose with Dubai Island. Because I went to that two locations, I understood one thing, that something is missing for me as an investor. We talk about mostly of Maritime City. Maybe it looks for me like too artificial, because I was visiting Dubai Island, Maritime City in the same day, and I understood one thing, that when I checked Dubai Island from the very beginning, I understood that this is the place I want to invest in with my family, because you really feel, you have that feeling of island. Whenever you go to Maritime City, as I said before, too artificial. I can't really use my vocabulary to give you my expression, but I liked islands more than Maritime City. But each of the investor has its own taste. Whatever is in my like list should not be in your like list also. It's not must. I'm just sharing my thoughts, and I do have many investors in my investment pool who like Maritime City more than Dubai Islands. Both of the locations are correct, because again, they do have many mutual things like waterfront, sea view, community, very sweet price regardless it's island or it's Maritime City or Mina Rashid, and top developers. As I said before in my previous videos, listen up. If you have the list of developers who have value in the market and they entered into the new location, it means that location will obviously boom. If we talk about the Maritime City and Mina Rashid, you know what developers are going there. Just briefly, we know about Imar and Mina Rashid, but if it's Maritime City, we have Omniat Beyond, we have Damak, we have My Home DR, we have Danube, and a couple of other developers. All of these developers are well known, the same Live are well known in Dubai market. That's why just be open for new opportunities in Dubai. Contact me without any hesitation, and obviously I will help you with the correct choice. Let me remind you why it's really important for investors to choose Offplan over the secondary, because whenever you check from the Jebel Ali till the same Maritime City and Dubai Islands, most of the locations either are ready and their prices are very high, or if you take the same Jebel Ali, you need from 10 to 15 years realistically to have the ready infrastructure in order either to enjoy the community if you're an user, or to resell it or rent it out in case if you're just investor. When it comes to Dubai Maritime City and Mina Rashid, the same with Dubai Island, Offplan, you need, let's say, 3 years, 4 years, 2 years, depends on the developer, just to have the handed over projects. And that's why, yes, whenever you make the calculation, it really matters, because in the same Palm Jebel Ali, in the same Palm Jumeirah and Lamer, either you need to wait from 10 to 15 years, or everything is secondary with the very high ticket price units. That is why I really ask everybody here to double think about the off-plan projects on such kind of positions and areas as Maritime City and Mina Rashid. As I mentioned, a little bit comparison between Mina Rashid, Maritime City and Dubai Islands, I don't want to go very deep into this topic because you will find the separate video regarding Dubai Islands just clicking on this link. So for you to understand, if you're an investor, if you're an end user, or you're just thinking about Dubai for the future, I want each of us to understand here one interesting fact. Mina Rashid, Maritime City and Dubai Islands, these are the last waterfront locations in Dubai, or one of the last waterfront destinations in Dubai, which will obviously benefit each of our pocket. If you want somebody to help you with your investment portfolio, or to understand does really Dubai worth your attention or money or not, feel absolutely free to contact me, follow my channel, check all my cases, and be sure that yes, I do have enough experience, insight and vision in order to satisfy your needs. Just follow Gary and enjoy Dubai.